X represents the number of bits in the IP address range that inter-NIC controls. This allows inter-NIC to define networks that fall between the old classifications, which means that you get a range of addresses much better suited to your needs than in times past. In CIDR, a network classified as a Class C network under the old scheme becomes a /24 network because inter-NIC controls the leftmost 24 bits and you control the rightmost 8 bits. Table 3.5 shows some examples of a /X networks types. Example of CIDR network types: inter-NIC network type, subnet mask, approximate numbers /8, 255.0.0.0, 16.000.000, /12, 255.240.0.0.0, 1.000.000, /12, 255.255.0.0, 65,536, sorry, bear with me now. Yes, okay. /20, 255.255.240.0, 4096, /21, 255.255.48.0, 2048, /22, 255.255.255.0, 1024, /23, 255.255.254.0, 512, /24, 255.255.255.0, 526, /25, 255.255.255.128, 128, /26, 255.255.255.192.64, /27, 255.255.255.254.32, /28, 255.255.255.248.16, /29, 255.255.255.254.8, /30, 255.255.255.254.4. IP proxy servers explained. Proxy server is one of several solutions to the problems associated with connecting your intranet or corporate network to the internet. A proxy server is a program that handles traffic to external host systems on behalf of client software running on the protected network. This means that clients access the internet through a proxy server. It's a bit like those one-way mirrors you can see out, but a potential intruder cannot see in. A proxy server sits in between a user on your network and a server on the internet. Instead of communicating with each other directly, each talks to the proxy, in other words, to a stand-in from the user's point of view. The proxy server represents the illusion that the user is dealing with a genuine internet server. The real server on the internet, the proxy server gives the illusion that the real server is dealing directly with the user on the internal network. So a proxy server can be both a client and a server. It depends on which way you are facing. The point to remember here is that the user is never in direct contact with the internet server. So here is a picture and it shows a proxy server here in the middle, and here's the server then, I suppose, out on the internet. The proxy server does more than just forward requests from users to the internet and back. Because it examines and makes decisions about the requests that it processes, it can control what your users can do depending on the details of your security policy. Client requests can be approved and forwarded, or they can be denied, and rather than requiring the same restrictions be enforced for all users, many advanced proxy server packages can offer different capabilities to different users. Proxy server caching. Many proxy servers can cache documents, which is particularly useful if a number of clients request the same document independently. With caching, the client request is filled more quickly and internet traffic is reduced. Types of caching are as follows. Oh my god. Active caching. The proxy server uses periods of low activity to go out and retrieve documents that it thinks will be requested by clients in the near future. Passing caching. The proxy server waits for a client to make a request, retrieves the document, and then decides whether or not to cache the document. Large companies have multiple proxy servers, and two caching standards have emerged: Internet Cache Protocol and Cache Array Routing Protocol. Internet Cache Protocol (ICP). Internet sorry. Internet Cache Protocol specifies a message format to be used for communications between proxy servers. These messages are used to exchange information about the presence or absence of a specific web page in a proxy server cache. Unfortunately, ICP is not scalable, and the number of ICP messages exchanged between proxy servers climbs rapidly as the number of proxy servers increases. Ugh. Caching Array Routing Protocol (CARP). Cache Array Routing Protocol offers a solution to the ICP problem by using multiple proxy servers with a single large cache. CARP removes the need for proxy server to proxy server communications and also prevents the information in the cache from becoming redundant over time. CARP is referred to as queryless distributed cache and is supported in Netscape and Microsoft Proxy Server products. Name resolution methods. Internet host names are used because they are easier to remember than the long dotted decimal IP address. Host names are typically the name of a device that has a specific IP address on the Internet, are part of what is known as a fully qualified domain name (FQDN). An FQDN consists of a host name and a domain name. Although we have social security numbers and can remember them when we need to do so, life would be difficult if we had to remember the social security numbers of all our friends and associates. We might be able to remember the social security numbers of as many as 10 friends and relatives, but after that, things would get a bit difficult. Likewise, it's easier to remember www.microsoft.com than it is to remember 198.105.236.6. The process of finding the host name of any given IP address is known as a resolution name. which can be performed in several ways. The host file, DNS and WINS. But before you read about what you need to first understand internet domains and how they are organized. Internet domain organizations. On the internet, domains are arranged in a hierarchical tree structure. Seven top level domains currently in use are .com, a commercial organization. Most companies will end up as part of this domain. .edu, an educational establishment such as a university. .gov, a branch of the US government. .int, an international organization such as NATO or the United Nations. .mil, a branch of the US military. .net, a network organization. .org, a non-profit organization. Your local ISP is probably a member of the .net domain, and your company is probably part of the .com domain. The .gov and .mil domains are reserved strictly for use by government and the military within the United States. In other parts of the world, the final part of a domain name represents the country in which the server is located. .ca for Canada, .jp for Japan, .uk for Great Britain, and .ru for Russia. For example, well over 130 companies are represented on the internet. The .com domain is by far the largest, followed by the .eu domain. If you want to contact someone within one of these domains, by example, you just add the person's email name to their domain name, separated by an at sign. For example, if you want to email the President of the United States, send your email to this address, president@whitehouse.gov. To increase the number of domain names available for use, after all, there is only one McDonald's.com domain name available. Several alternative top-level domains have been suggested. These include .firm for business and companies, .store for businesses selling goods rather than services, .arts for cultural and entertainment organizations, and .info for informational services. InterNIC assigns all internet domain names and makes sure that a name is not duplicated. Names are assigned on a first come, first served basis, but if you try to register a name that infringes on someone else's registered trademark, your use of that name will be restricted if the trademark holder objects. So I'm going to leave it here today for this video. If you liked listening, please consider like, sharing, and subscribing. Thank you.